else has been working.
Yeah, so attention engineering department, it wasn't me.
You know what? You're so right about that, because whenever I come into the studio where I do the vast majority of my work, the television's on, and it's usually like Kathy Lee and Hoda or some daytime soap opera, and immediately...
They all think you're in there watching it.
Well, no, but on the flip side of that situation, like I turn off the TV the moment I get into the room because I can't hack having the television on while I'm trying to work. A lot of people do it. I'm not one of them. But I walk in, and it doesn't matter what they were watching. They could have been watching the news. They could have been doing something like that hours before. But because I come in and it's either daytime soap operas or Kathy Lee and Hoda that's on the TV, I'm just like, what intellectual dwarf was in this studio before? What lazy, shiftless moron? I bet I know who it was. Oh, they're the dumbest human being I've ever met. I knew they were that stupid. I looked at their face and thought they were that stupid. Now I know they're that stupid just because of what's on TV, which means someone probably comes into that room, thinks Funkhouser was watching SpongeBob SquarePants, and I always knew that guy was a shiftless stoner. So I think you're absolutely right about being freaked out about the TV being left on, because I 100% pass judgment on people that use a studio before me if they leave the television set on. If it's on news, then they kind of get a pass from me. But if it's not on the news, if it's not on something that's vaguely intellectual edifying that could qualify itself as show prep, I'm always just like, that single-celled organism of a loser. I bet when they want to have kids, they're just going to divide in half. They're so effing stupid. Like, these are the things that go through my mind when I see Kathy Lee and Hoda on TV. So, yeah, you might want to put that in check, because I swear to God, I rush to conclusions about people that do that. So it means someone's probably rushing to a conclusion about you.
I'm going to make a note.
Yeah, make a note.
Well, the season finale of The Bachelor aired last night.
Who?
Can I spoil it? Can I spoil it?
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't know. It's the girl with the worst voice in the world that got picked.
I've never watched a single episode of The Bachelor ever.
I watched one single episode, and I'm like, that girl's annoying. Well, the annoying one is the one that got it.
So expect the breakup announcement by Friday. Was it you that was telling me? Someone was telling me recently that they knew a contestant on The Bachelor, and I was just like, I really just want a wrap-up show where it's truthful. You have to do it on a different network, being like, okay, how many of them did you actually pork? And was it you that said you knew someone that was, part of The Bachelor? It was like, oh, everybody's doing it literally all the time.
Yeah, I knew somebody in that cast, and it happened before, during, and after. Those girls want to win.
Do you think they're just doing it because they want to win?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, yes. All
so
of them.
Basically, if you're a contestant on The Bachelor, it's just licensed to be... How long do you think production goes on that show? Like
3 weeks.
It's funny because they stretch it out for a really long time, but what if it all goes down in a week?
Yeah, it's close to that. It's like a week or a month or something.
So he's like the guy's basically going to get like a fortnight of being an absolute master of pork sortery. No wonder the relationships on that show don't work out. If people are actually doing it, if people are actually sort of like, bumping the uglier parts of their nether regions, if that's actually happening, you're giving how many female contestants are on that show?
Oh, a lot. Enough. Like 30.
12?
30 down, like 20 down to 12 down to 1, I think.
So if it's 20 down to 12 down to 1, basically a guy's spending sort of like 3 to 4 weeks porking 30 chicks at a time, basically lining them up, not on like a runway and people taxiing for takeoff. He's basically
in a mansion.
Yeah, in a mansion, getting laid more than he ever has in his life or he ever will again. And you go from like, okay, every single one of these 30 chicks wants to hop directly on your junk too. Now you have to be with just one. No wonder the relationships on that show don't work out. How in the hell do they expect it to work if they're actually getting busy? Like, there's no way a guy's going to be like, having sex with 30 girls constantly for 4 weeks was fun, but now I just want one in my life. Never going to happen. Not realistic. Not a thing. No. Go on.
David Hasselhoff is selling his mansion for $2.3 million.
Although, he'll knock it down to $2.2 million if you don't make him clean the hamburger stains off the carpet. Hollywood mansions... I'm not saying I got $2.3 million in my pocket, but they're not as expensive a lot of the time as you think they're going to be. You hear about like lifestyles of the rich and famous, and you assume everybody's living in mansions that cost tens of millions of dollars, and like 2.3 million, that's where the Hoff lives.
That's financeable.
Yeah, I mean, not for me, but for people that there's people that work in the same building as me that I'm sure could get a mortgage for that. I think that's roughly 4 to 5 times what I could afford, and I'm sure at the top end of the food chain, there's people in this building who make 4 to 5 times what I do.
Yeah.
Which means living like a guy that was on Knight Rider and Baywatch is a lot more attainable than you might have thought it was. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Hamburgers are expensive.
So
therapy, I guess.
Floor burgers. What else?
Maureen McCormick, who played Marsha on the Brady Bunch.
Marsha. Yeah.
She says she used to date Michael Jackson.
Probably broke it off when she realized he was just using her to get to Bobby. Go on.
That's ignorance.
Bill Cosby says he's far from finished.
Yeah, we'll get into the context in which he said he's far from finished. Delusional talk like this can only mean one thing. Bill Cosby is now drugging himself. I would imagine at his age, it probably takes a long time to finish. Does as you get older, does that take longer or not as long?
What are you asking me for?
I don't know.
I ain't old.
You know stuff about stuff. I know, but you work with porn stars.
What can I say on this? Yeah, sometimes. I mean, it depends on the person. I think some people are shoot now, ask questions later, and other ones are.
I need 3 hours.
I don't know. I was watching an old Seinfeld the other day, and George was like, I wish I could just have like a normal orgasm. He was like, when I was young, I had orgasms too fast. He was like, now I'm in my 30s, it takes me forever to have one. I just wish I could have a normal medium one. So I figure if George had that thing in his 30s, then, yeah. I don't know. It's weird to think that I'm the same age now as George was in Seinfeld. I don't feel that grown up yet.
I was in the pool.
I was in the pool. I certainly relate to that aspect of his personality. What else?
So, the highest grossing movie of 2014, American Sniper.
Want to know why?
Why?
Johnny Depp wasn't in it.
Big Bang Theory paid tribute to Leonard Nimoy recently.
Meanwhile, every episode of Glee continues to pay tribute to George Takei.
Oh my.
Oh my. So Glee's been canceled, right?
I guess so.
I guess, is it off the air yet, or is it still going? Is that still a thing?
I don't know. I'm not up to date on my Glee information.
Because if this doesn't kick you directly in the childhood, I don't know what will. Glee, I've never seen it. I watched a teeny tiny part of one episode. I was like, haha, clearly not for me. But you go ahead and enjoy it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But the Glee, I guess, is on its last legs, or it's been canceled, or maybe it's off the air, or something like that. They're doing something with Glee that will just, if you considered the same thing's important in your childhood that I did, this will make your blood curdle.
After I go and pay my taxes, I couldn't believe it when I finally clicked the truth about how deep I'm really getting dicked. Uncle Sam bends me over with no lube every April, and I'm proud to be an American, but I'm getting really hateful. Fucking billionaires and losers both get their asses bailed out, and I'm stuck in the middle like a sucker giving handouts. So fuck you, you fucking leech on the welfare line. I'm busting my ass every day for every last damn dime, and nobody in my life has ever handed me nothing. So now I want that all back, and I ain't even bluffing. This is so much, and I want mine. I wanna take it off the leash on the welfare line, and all the fat motherfuckers that are getting bailed out. I'm fucking owed something, and I want that now. This is so much, and I want mine. I wanna take it off the leash on the welfare line. Yeah, times are hard, but we can all get by. Just think some of you are gonna have to die. I just think some of you are gonna have to die. you are gonna have to die. It's a moron that got your whore on and had a baby, and maybe you should have kept your legs shut, just maybe. Now my taxes go to pay so you can eat for free. So next time please save me the cash and just get on your knees. And maybe you shouldn't be buying things you can't afford. And maybe you should give a damn about your credit score. And maybe you should suck it up and contribute to society and get a job, you fucking slob, if only for variety. You didn't like minimum wage, so fuck it, you quit, but you still have an iPhone, yeah, that seems legit. You live at home with your mom, but you still get it on and knock up another dumb slut, and the cycle goes on and on. This is so fucked, and I want mine. I wanna take it off the leash on the welfare line and off the fat motherfuckers that are getting bailed out. I'm fucking owed something and I want that now. This is so fucked, and I want mine. I wanna take it off the leash on the welfare line. Yeah, times are hard, but we can all get by. Just think some of you are gonna have to die. I just think some of you are gonna have to die. I just think some of you are gonna have to die. Motherfuckers thinking you're better. You think you're being so clever. We're all your heads we should sever. You think it ain't gonna happen, but I say never This is the next big endeavor. We want you gone for forever. I think some of you are gonna have to die. I think some of you are gonna have to die. I think some of you are gonna have to die. I think some of you are gonna have to die. This is so fucked, and I want mine. I wanna take it off the leash on the welfare line and all the fat motherfuckers that are getting bailed out. I'm fucking owed something and I want that now. This is so fucked, and I want mine. I wanna take it off the leash on the welfare line. Yeah, times are hard, but we can all get by. Just think some of you are gonna have to die. Just think some of you are gonna have to die. Just think some of you are gonna have to die.
Successful run, founded on such popular albums as Low-Heeled, Spark of High-Heeled Boys, and Shootout at the Fantasy Factory.
No matter what they say, no matter what they do, gonna end up in the middle of that rock and roll stew, and I'll be gone, gone, gone.
By 1975, Traffic splintered as the allure of solo projects and new creative partnerships proved too tempting to resist. 1977's solo debut, Steve Winwood, signaled a bold new artistic direction. Beginning with Traffic and extending through such landmark solo albums as the Grammy Award-winning Back in the High Life and Roll With It, Winwood has nurtured a restless creative spirit, mining rich musical traditions such as Delta Blues, English folk, R&B, and West African calypso, and merging these influences within his own unmistakable sound.
Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more Steve Winwood and all your favorite artists.
Yo, what's going on? It's me, J.R. Martinez. If you knew a teacher could help end bullying but needed just a little money, would you give some? DonorsChoose.org is an online charity that makes it easy for you to give to a school in need.
Hook up with Chase and Clear Channel Communities in supporting DonorsChoose.org. Thanks to the leadership of Chase, every dollar you donate will be matched up to $250,000. Go to DonorsChoose.org/Chase. Brought to you by Clear Channel Communities.
Go ahead, favorite the show, and enjoy AD on the go. iHeartRadio presents AD.
I'm the king AD, there is none higher. Suckers in the age call me sire. Think you gotta be the one to take me down and guess again now. Whoa. Money making, money making.
Are we on the air?
Yes.
Oh. Did that thing I said just now make it on? Okay, good.
I'm good. I'm a super producer.
Good, yeah. Way to know when. Way to know. Not. Yeah. For one tiny moment, I was like, "Oh yeah, everyone's getting fired." If that went out over the air. You know how annoying morning shows go